Alright, so I took the flares off back here and just grinded down the rust out of it. And I'm eventually gonna put some regular Rust-Oleum automotive primer on it, just to keep the rust from resurfacing. I may sand it down some more. I do have some bolts stuck in there, and this flare, like all of them, are like a plastic nut on the back except for these two. But this is so rusted out, it just fell out, and then obviously, but this one is stuck in there, so I'm not sure. I may end up having to cut that off and then re-drill a nutsert in there. So actually it looks pretty good. I removed the plastic piece that they put in here, and I'll protect that and bed line it underneath here as well. And I don't like those being in there. It just, to me, it just holds in the dirt, and you can't get up in there to get a good clean with them on. So I know it's supposed to protect it, but if I bed line it, it should be good. I removed the soft top. I don't even know what they're called. There's probably a name for them. I'll probably replace them. I may have to replace the top eventually anyways, but that's far down the road. And then I grinded this down. It still needs to go down a little bit more, probably, just to get rid of all the rust. And then there was like a buildup of decaying aluminum from the hinges, so I'll just get new hinges. I'll be looking for new brackets. I think I found, I definitely was able to keep the top one. The bottom one I found was rusty. I might be able to reuse it. I just have to get rid of the nuts that are, or not the nuts, the screws that are in it. And then I'll definitely need to grind that down some more, and then get into this. I'm gonna get into this corner as best I can. But what I may end up doing is getting in as far as I can go, and then just doing like a POR 15 in this corner before I bed line. This whole thing's going to get bed line from back to front, so gotta think of what I'm going to do with these holes. I don't know if I want to weld a new plate in here, or if I just get rid of the rust period and just put a armor plate on it. I know that's kind of just covering it up. Same thing for these. That's what I'm thinking of doing, instead of just welding a plate in there. Well, we'll see how it goes with that, you know. Over here I do got some same issue over here, just not as bad. A little hole, and then this railing is actually really good. If you look at my other Jeep, I don't have it here right now, it's over in the garage, but this is like completely rusted out. So this actually looks really good, and I'm really surprised. And then of course I removed this flare as well, and then sanded down where rust was starting to form. And again, the same spot, this won't come out. So like I said, might just be a new nutsert for that. And I'm not sure what this little sticky stuff is. Oh, here it's coming up. I don't even know what that came from. It's like some sort of glue or something like that, you know. But I do need to grind this down a little, get rid of the rust here, and then I did get rid of that railing connector. But I'll eventually, like I said, put this auto primer on it just to mainly protect it. I don't really need it per se, because what I'm going to put on this doesn't need a primer. But before I can get to it, I don't want this starting to bead with rust again. It's so humid where I live. And especially today, it's not even that warm right now, but I'm like sweating like crazy just because the humidity is so high. Probably do this tomorrow too, pressure wash this out. And oh, look at this falling down here. Dang birds. Wish I could get them out of here, but yeah, probably pressure wash this out tomorrow, and then start cleaning it up. So I'm gonna probably do the outside first. Do the whole outside. So I'm thinking of a gray for this. I know I posted a video about going blue because this is this Jeep's name is blue, but the I don't know, I'm thinking of going a gray. I don't know, let me know what you think. And then up here I'll do black and the firewall. So I'm just going to completely go black with the firewall and try to repair this one. I think is actually really good. I'll just need to get the rust off of it, POR it, and then I'll bed line it just like everything else. Yeah, there's no getting these bolts off, but if I can cut them off like I did the flares in the back, I can always replace, as long as I can save that underneath it. But the thing is, you know, nut certs, I'm not afraid to use them, and in fact that's what I'm going to use for the fenders up here. You know, a lot of the stuff that is in the engine compartment just bolts directly to the fender, and it's not even really a nut there. But I'm thinking of just doing a nut cert and using some stainless steel bolts for that. Oh, what I used to grind, you know, I was trying it out, right? This Avanti Pro, if I'm pronouncing that right. This actually worked really well on this. This grinds off the rust without damaging the metal. Although I may have to get something a little harder for that. But I just got one wheel just to try it out. But they do have another kind too that I think I'm going to go ahead and get and try out. So I'll probably get a couple of those for tomorrow. I do have these. That's an old DeWalt one that got a little wet, but it still works. But I mean, it's just a sand. I want to say it's 80 grit. I can't tell. So if need be, I can try those. So anyways, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I was looking under here. It's actually not too bad under here. I was very surprised. I mean, the worst part is this little corner right here. Looks like something hit it, but the thing I worry about is this little insert right here. I guess it doesn't move anywhere. As long as that doesn't go anywhere, I can put a frame back on this. But actually back here looks better than I thought. Same with the wheel wells, at least this part of the Jeep. So, but I'll probably do the underside after I get the main surround done. But the worst part is this one, and the other side is pretty bad too, but not a biggie. I'll get all the loose rust parts off, and then POR 15, and then bed line it, and that should protect it pretty good. Some things like the inside of this rail down here, I'm going to clean it out the best I can, and then use I keep wanting to call it a chassis protector. I'll have to show you guys on the next video what it looks like, but it's got this long nozzle and you stick it down your frame and then you can protect the inside of your frame so it doesn't rust. So I'm going to use that for that, as well as up in here. Same with this one. At least as far as back here, but I am playing with the idea of figuring out where the fuel pump is and building like a door back here so you don't have to drop the tank. But I don't know, we'll see. I might be thinking too far ahead, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously I'll replace the fuel pump and all that stuff and check valve before this gets installed, but that's still way down the road. So first step is getting this looking nice and pretty. So I'm going to start looking at armor for this to just cover it up. I do not know how to weld, even though I want to learn, so I'll learn it eventually. Just for right now, I'm just going to get all this crumbly rust off and just put a piece of armor. This one is actually going up into the tub, but it's all right. We can protect that with some JB weld or something once I get the armor in place. And I may not need these. I won't need these two. These two broke off too. I won't need these. I generally don't use those as far as the Jeep goes. I'll just do a front flare and then a rear flare. So I'll definitely need this, but I may have to put a different nut cert in there, which might require a different sized nut, but that's all right. It is what it is. So all right, any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. This ended up being way longer than I wanted it to be, so I'll see you in the next video.